everybody, welcome to the Cigrit. I'm the Cigrit's wife, Donna, and today I'm going to show you how to make homemade meatballs. Okay, so first you need a pan about this size. You need some parchment paper, and you need some bread, and 3 cloves of garlic, an egg, some Parmesan cheese, a bowl, some extra virgin olive oil, 2/3 of a cup of water, some Italian spice, some salt, some pepper, and some basil.
And the meats.
Oh yes, and you need and
you need those. You definitely need those if you're making meatballs.
You need a pound of ground beef and a pound of pork. So let's get started. Okay, so for this part here, you just need to cut your crusts. Is that how you say them? Crusts?
Cut your crusts.
Yeah, so we're gonna put them in that bowl, and then we're gonna put the water in there, and we're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes. Okay, so there they are there, and then we're just gonna pour that in, and let me just grab a fork. Okay, well, those two are stuck already. Okay, so we're gonna put that over there, and then we'll clean that up later. And then you're gonna take 3 cloves of garlic, and you're gonna cut them into tiny little pieces. And this is a what's that? Oh, son of a gun. Okay, I just need to see the time, because you only need 5 minutes for that bread. Well, you know what, we're gonna continue on, but for now we're gonna come over here just to get this out of the way, and you're gonna put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then that's ready to go. Okay, back to this. So yeah, we're just fuck. Okay, here's a good tip, and I got this off the internet, and I'll share it in case you don't know. So when you buy like oh, that's not fucking basil. That's parsley.
Yeah.
Not basil. It's parsley. Okay, so you know when you get like parsley or any like, what do they call it, a herb at the grocery store, and it don't stay long, very long, or don't stay long, it don't stay good very long. Well, this is a good trick. I even, hang on, Ed, come over here, just to the green onions are in one as well. All you do is just wash them and cut like, well, that off, but, and you do like a little bit of this, and you just put it into a glass jar with a baggie and elastic over top, and every like 2 days you change the water. It looks like fresh. It looks fresher than it was at the grocery store. Okay, so let's get chopping here. I wish I was like, you know, those chefs, Ed, you know, they go the
Yeah.
I would like to be like that one day.
Maybe one day, Donna.
I'd be even wearing those gloves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you don't get cut. You can't cut yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What time does that microwave say?
It says 2:55.
2:55. Okay, we're just about at the 5-minute mark.
I'm here too. Hey.
Actually, let's take this off because I need some, but I'll preserve the rest. Oh. Okay. Okay, so let's take, well, let's finish chopping this. Go slow. Make sure it's chopped well. Don't be leaving like big, you know, like that's not good. You need them smaller than that. You have big chunks of garlic in your meatballs if you don't do it properly. Or you know what? I like fresh garlic, but if you prefer to buy the garlic that's already chopped, you know, in the jar, do you know what I'm talking about? You can use that. Fresh is always best. Always remember that. But if you don't have fresh, then just it'll be okay. Okay. So that's done. And then we're gonna go over here and we're going to, how freaking much do I? You need 2 tablespoons of this. Ever smell garlicky, eh? Ooh,
It smells garlicky in here.
Our breaths are gonna stink like garlic. Don't.
Our breaths are gonna stink like garlic and maybe something else.
I knew it. I knew it.
What? What? I said maybe something else. You never know. Other things end up smelling like garlic. Get your mind out of the gutter, Donna.
And I just know when you're gonna.
I guess it's a good time to mention Donna likes garlic fingers.
Why?
Nothing. It was a joke.
I don't understand. Maybe we're not thinking of the same thing.
Maybe not.
If you don't want to fry these, you can also cook them in the oven, and I'll tell you how when I'm frying these. Okay, that's good enough. So, okay, so this is like this, and then where is our fork? You take the fork and you mush it up, like pretend it's pretend you're feeding your baby food from the table, like some peas. You've got to mush it up for them or they're gonna choke. Well, you got to mush this up or else you'll have big clumps of bread in the meatballs. So, okay, that's done. So next, we're going to take our ground beef and our pork, and we're going to take our garlic and our parsley. And then we need, oh, shoot. Okay, you need 1/2 of a teaspoon of pepper, and you need a teaspoon of salt. Okay, and just like a pinch of Italian spices. Italian, I think that's what it's called.
I guess so.
Italian, I think so. I should know this and it's gone. Okay, and just sprinkle it around, just a pinch. You don't need
And
lots.
what do you call that?
Italian spice.
Okay.
Italian seasoning. It's Italian. Anyway.
Italian spice or seasoning.
You put your egg in.
Yeah.
And then we are going to put in our Parmesan cheese, which we're going to put in 1/3 of a cup. Do you see any other ingredients around that I haven't put in?
No. Donna's not sure if she's forgetting to put something in here.
And
that's kind of scary.
you're going to put all that around in there. I think that's everything. Okay.
Hope all the flavors are in there, Donna.
They are. Okay. So our next step is you're gonna mix this around, but you don't want to. You just need to mix it till it's come together.
Come together.
Okay, and then we're just gonna mix it up, but don't over mix it. Like after you don't see no more egg yolk and stuff like that, then cut it off. You just stop it there.
Yep.
Okay, so while we're doing this, while I'm mixing this, you guys mix yours too if you're following along.
Did you tell them why you're making these meatballs?
No, it's New Year's Eve, and we're having meatballs and marinara sauce tonight, and then tomorrow for New Year's Day we're having homemade meatball subs.
Yeah, so that's why she's making the meatballs.
Okay, so just mix this together, and then our next step is we're going to roll these, but I'm gonna finish mixing this, and then we'll come back to roll them and to fry them. Okay, so this is how we want it, and I have already turned on my pan to a number 4, but and this is where you need the parchment paper, because when you roll these, you don't want them sticking to like your plate or wherever you're gonna have them. And also, you need to wet your hands for this.
You gotta wet your hands for it?
You gotta wet your hands to roll the balls.
So you gotta wet your hands to roll the balls.
Yeah, and we don't want them too big. Maybe, well, do you think that's like a good size?
That looks like a good size to me.
Okay, so what we do is we just roll, continue to roll, and I can feel the heat of the pan. And you're gonna roughly, what I'll probably end up doing, actually, Ed, you're right there. You wanna turn that up to a medium. Let's go with a medium heat. And, okay. So we're going to just swish this around, and that should be good. Oh, we'll wait another second. Anyways, I wouldn't go any bigger than this, because well, I think they would, well, for one thing, they're gonna take a lot longer to cook, right? And also my toe, Eddie.
Sorry, I went to get a close up here, and your big Flintstone foot was in the way. Donna's got feet like Fred Flintstone.
No, I don't.
You do.
Okay, Eddie. Okay, so let's.
Or should I say, they're more like Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons.
They're not like Sideshow Bob. Okay, I'm gonna put these in here. And don't put, this is another thing, don't put too many in here, like, you know, oh, I can fit another ball in here, and next thing you know, it's just one big piece of meat with lumps. That's not what you want.
That's not what you want.
You want
to have some separation.
Yeah. So they're gonna cook 6, well, I'd say closer probably to, because like the size of those, if they're a little bit smaller, I'd say 6 minutes per side. But we're gonna do 8 minutes per side, and yeah, while those are cooking, just continue to keep on rolling, so that when these are done, you can put these ones in. So yeah, I'm going to keep on doing this, and when it's time to flip, I'll come back.
Come on, let's get on with this.
Okay. Okay. So you're just gonna take your tongs and flip them over. You're gonna cook these for another 8 minutes, and you can make sure, like, if you're not too sure if they're done, but you should know. Like, don't how do I say this? Like, okay. So we're flipping them now, and just because they're flipped and this side's gonna brown, if you don't, you gotta make sure they're cooked. So if you need to, get yourself a meat thermometer and just poke it in there. I like to do 165 because I just like a little bit, just to, what is that word I'm looking for? Like a better, like a more, not a confident reading, but a more
accurate,
like secure, like I feel safe.
Secure reading. Donna looks for a secure reading.
What's the word?
I don't know. I thought you were looking for like a more accurate reading or something. You said secure.
No, like I feel more safe with that reading. Like, when they say, oh, chicken has to be whatever. I think it's 165 or something. I do like 175 just because I like to make sure that it's cooked.
Donna wants to make sure it's not meat anymore when she's done with it.
No, it's meat. But anyways, okay, so you're just going to let these cook. If you have, well, you know what? Sometimes, like, because look at this meatball here. It's kind of on the side. So...
meatball's kind of on the side.
Yeah, so this is all going to get brown under here, but then you're going to, at one point, have to take it and put it like that. Just make sure it's cooked thoroughly. And then when they're done, when these are done, I'm just going to get a plate right now. And I always put paper towel. I don't like greasy stuff. It doesn't taste good to me. Not that it's greasy, anyways, we're going to put them on there, and then these are all mine that I did, so...
Whose else would they be, Donna? These are all Donna's that she did. Nobody else is here. She made them. And these.
Okay. You're going to keep on... You're going to keep on working, cooking these in batches, and then when they're all done, I'll show you what my balls look like, and then your balls should be similar to that.
Wonder if they look like my balls.
No.
No? Okay.
No. So anyways, continue to cook these, and I'll be back when
the balls are done.
When the balls are done. Oh, here's a good thing I'll tell you now.
A good thing she's going to tell you.
If you don't want to... If you don't want to fry the meatballs, you'll preheat your oven to 400 degrees. You're going to line a baking sheet with some parchment paper. And you're going to line your meatballs on there and cook them 22 minutes. And they should be done. If you're not sure, cook them a little bit longer.
Do you have to roll them at all?
I do.
So what, about 10 minutes in?
Yeah, I would do halfway. Some people say no, don't do that, but like I said, I would rather have like fully cooked meat than half cooked meat. I don't want worms.
Okay then.
Well, you get it from the pork.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you cook them about halfway, like, just like even when you buy like frozen meatballs, you gotta, well, you don't have to, but they recommend that you turn them halfway through. And you see what I'm doing here? I'm just moving these around, And if some sides need to be browned up, then this is the time that you need to do this, is right now. I sound a little bit bossy.
You are bossy, Donna. You're the meatball boss.
Okay, anyways, I will see you guys when all this is cooked. Okay, so this is the last of our meatballs here, and they're finished. So we're going to bring them over. There's the ones that I've already cooked, and I'm just going to rest them on here until they cool down. I have, okay, so like these meatballs here are for us tonight. I have other stuff over there. That's meatballs too, but those ones are in the oven because I don't need them till tomorrow, and I don't want to be frying all night. Okay, and then we'll just come back. Make sure you you know, push it off to the side. Okay, anyways, so this is what they look like. You'll get roughly, if you make them that size, roughly this amount. And Ed is going to taste test. Here.
I get to test one?
Yeah.
It's really good. Oh my fuck. Hey. It's good stuff.
So that's how you make, well, that's how I make homemade meatballs. And I hope
We're going to be dipping in some kind of sauce tonight.
this over here, I've got this sweet basil marinara sauce. I don't mind. The Classical is a very good brand. We like it. And yeah, you just put little toothpicks in there and just spread them out, and you just take it, dip, and
Dip and eat.
And, and these ones here, well, I can show you quickly, but that's the ones in the oven, and I'll just store those for tomorrow and put them in the sauce and let them warm up that way. And so I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned because we're going to be doing a regular video, which is next.
Yep.
And
New Year's Eve video.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's everything. What are you looking at?
Nothing. I just looked at the meatballs. See how she watches my eyeballs? Like, my eyeballs are not my own. I can't look at nothing without her having them know. She needs to know what I'm seeing.
Okay. So yeah, I have to get ready for the next video.
Yeah, we're gonna get ready for the next video.
So
We've already started, sort of. Anyway.
a little bit. So that's it. That's all. Bye. Get over there.